And see, when it comes to our faith, when it comes to walking with Jesus, we're going to have to eventually, hear me, if you want to follow Jesus, you're going to have to eventually learn what it means to be a person who serves. A person that faithfully serves, a person that gives willingly to people. It needs to be something that's a part of our lives. And so what I want to do tonight quickly is I want to talk to you about the concept of what is serving. Some of you are like, man, I don't really know what serving is. I've heard of serving before, or I've heard the church or the pastor say, hey, you need to serve, or, my parents have maybe taught me about you need to serve. And so what I want to do quickly is I want to share with you what serving is. I want to help you so when you start to talk about serving, or when you start to really live this life out for Jesus, you know exactly how to serve. What is serving? You ready? I want to talk to you very quickly. Everyone sit up, everyone lean in. I'm telling you, this is a message that's going to help you. What is serving? Here we go. Very simple. Only point that I have tonight. Told you it'll be quick. Only point I have tonight. What is serving? It's this. If you want to take notes, it's helping others while it might be inconvenient for you. Write that down. Helping others, even though it might be inconvenient for you. Oh my goodness. You need to get this tonight. This generation needs to get this tonight. Because I'm telling you, I understand that you love the grind, you love to work, you love to put time in, and you like to see results, and you like to do things and see all these things start to happen. You like to see all these things blow up on social media. I understand, but I'm telling you, you got to get this idea of serving. This concept of helping others. And it will be inconvenient to you. So what I want to do quickly, ready? So I want to break those two parts down. There's going to be two parts. I want to focus on helping others, and then I want to focus on the last part. So here you go. The first part, serving, breaking it down. Helping others. Ooh. You know what's so interesting? In a mindset that we need to shift and change, and I need to work on it daily, and I know the leaders, we need to work on it daily, is instead of always thinking about helping ourselves, we need to think, how can I help others? Instead of always, hey, what can I do to get ahead? What can I do to make it further in life? What can I do to become a better athlete? What can I do to become more popular? What can I do to get more influence on social media? What can I do? Instead of always thinking about ourselves, we need to shift and say, what can I do to help the people around us? But sadly, a lot of us, we fall into that first category of, I'm going to just help myself. You don't understand, Taylor. I've gone through a lot in life, and I just need to do me, and I need to, help myself. I need to, I have a lot going on, and so, I just got to focus on myself, and I got to make sure I get myself forward in life, and I don't have time. Taylor, you don't understand. I don't have time to help others because you don't understand how I grew up, and we just get so selfish. When really, if we want to live this life for Jesus, if we want to truly help people, we're going to have to learn to be selfless. You're going to have to learn to think, what can I do to actually help other people? See, Jesus, he was a perfect example of this. Jesus was a perfect example who was a man, hear me, was a man that had all the power, all the gifts, but instead of using it for himself, he used it to bless others. He used it to help other people. Look what the Bible says in this concept of gifts. 1 Peter 4:10, it says, as each has received a gift, I want you to know you all have received gifts. God's given you passions and gifts. As each of you has received a gift, use it to serve one another. It doesn't say use it to get ahead in a job, or use it so you can become really, famous on the court or on the field. Use it to what? To serve people. Use that gift that you have to help people. Jesus, he was a man that used every ounce of his being to to help other people. The question I have is, when was the last time you were so tired, so exhausted from just helping people? Not working to get money, not working in an activity or sport to get ahead in life. When was the last time you worked so hard you were exhausted because there were people in need and all you wanted to do was serve them? It's a question to reflect on, a question to ponder, but that's what serving is like. You know, someone said, okay, well, who should I help? And let me just give you some people that you can help and you should be thinking about when it comes to serving. You need to help your friends. Your friends need you. Your friends need you with no strings attached, with no, hey, I'll get, because you helped me, I'll pay you back. No, your friends just need someone to serve them. Your parents, hello. Your parents need your help. Your parents need you to serve them. For those that are overlooked in your school or on your sports team, they need your help. They need people that serve and care about them. For those that are hurting, for those you might not know, that the church needs your help. I'm telling you, this youth ministry wouldn't be what it is if we didn't have the 50 leaders that are serving and giving their time to help you. But the thing is that you shouldn't just come here and think that you should receive, but you should say, what can I do to help the church? You could help your teachers. You could help your pastors. Hello. We need to start thinking of who we can help. Who needs your help right here, right now? Who needs your help at school that you can serve? The last part, and then I'm done. So what is serving? Well, it's helping others. But this is the big one. Helping others while it might be inconvenient for you. Oh my goodness. When I was looking at this, I got convicted. And let me just share with you why. Because the thing is that if it comes down to serving, what the truest form of serving is, it's going to be inconvenient for you. But a lot of times what we like to do is we like to serve and help only when it's convenient for us. Only when it works in our schedule, or only when, I have time, or only when I'm passionate about it. We love to serve or we love to help people when it's convenient. But what happens if it's inconvenient? What happens if it costs you something? What happens if it costs you time? What happens if it costs you time with friends? What happens if it costs you money? See, that's what serving is. Doing things for others when it might be inconvenient for yourself. See, but what ends up happening is that we only do the things that we might be passionate about or excited about. But listen, then all that is, it's not serving. All that is just you participating in your passions. But if you get down to really what serving is, it's going to be hard sometimes. You're not going to want to do it sometimes. You're not going to have time sometimes. You're going to be tired at some times. There's going to be people you don't want to help, but you still need to help. We need to help people and serve people with the understanding it might impact our schedule, it might impact our finances, it might impact a lot of things, but that's not what it's about. It's about helping people. Because it might be inconvenient to us, but it's convenient for those that are in need. What is serving? It's helping people. When was the last time you helped somebody? When was the last time you helped somebody in this room? When was the last time you didn't ask to get paid back for something? When was the last time you said, you know what, even though I'm tired, even though I want to do this, even though I'm not getting paid to do this, I'll just do it. That's what we're called to do. That's what Jesus did. That video, that video wrecked me. to see a man that gave everything. He didn't get paid for healing people. He didn't get paid for praying and helping and getting blood on his hands. But he just said, hey, I'm just here to give everything I have to other people. And so the way I want to end is I want to just read a story of an example. If you never heard this example, I want to share it because I think it's another perfect example of someone who understood what it meant to serve, what serving really is. And it's the story of the Good Samaritan. You can follow along. I'm going to just read the story. But I want this story to sink in and actually see how this man treated this other person that was in need. This is Jesus speaking. He says, a man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. I need everyone looking at me right now. Who was the last person you passed by? Some of you can think of right now someone that needed your help and you just passed them by. Priest passed him by. So too, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, someone that isn't part of God's chosen people, but a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and he bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, took care of him. He took time out of his day, took money out of his wallet to help this stranger. The next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper. Look after him, he said. And when this is so good. He didn't just say, hey, this is for the dude, I gotta go. He said, when I return. He didn't just help him and leave. He helped him. He said, you know what, I need to come back and make sure he's good. And when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have. See, this is what serving looks like and should be. And my fear is we've gotten serving a little mixed up because of culture and because of our own desires and our own time, and we have so much going on. And I'm telling you, this message, it convicted me. We can all get better at serving. We can all learn how we can give without ever expecting anything in return. And what I love is that some of us in here, you hear the statement of, I want to be great, or I want to be successful in life, or I want to have money, or I want to be an influencer, I want to be known, I want to be seen, I want to be known. But I want you to see what Jesus says is the greatest. Matthew 23:11 says, the greatest among you shall be your servant. So if you want to be great, not just in people's eyes, but in God's eyes, you have to have a heart to serve. You have to say, you know what, I'm going to give up my time. I'm going to give up sleeping in. I'm going to give up all these things just so I can serve other people. And the cool thing is that we're going to keep talking about serving this whole month. And then at the end of the month, we're going to have an opportunity for you to sign up to be a part of our student serve team. And what that means is you're going to have the opportunity to serve in here, and we're going to also be doing projects throughout our community and serving our community. And so I'm telling you, this is a perfect place to start to learn that and to participate in what it means to serve. How can I help you? That needs to be part of how we talk today.